What's going on, guys? It's Daily here, and today we're going to be going over the top 5 essential items that every LEGO YouTuber or even LEGO enthusiast should have in their collection. These items in particular really enhance your collection. It's not necessarily the coolest items, but they might be the most useful or the most versatile. So guys, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your favorite Clone Trooper commander, and you might very well win a giveaway. So the first item that we are going to be going with is just an item that you can use in so many different scenarios. Zombie heads. Yes, so I have actually quite a number of these zombie heads. Here's a whole stack of them right here. All of them are different, they include different scars, different imperfections, and things like that. But I always think that zombies are some of the most fun types of Mocs and stop motions you can build and create. And I really think that having a few zombie heads in your collection can really amp something up. A lot of the times I'll build an entire Moc. Take, for example, this used to be part of a Camino Platforms Moc, and I had this as a platform raised upwards. And it was really cool, of course, to have it as a little Jedi fight Order 66 on Camino. But then once I grew bored of that, I went ahead and I switched out a ton of Clone Troopers here with Clone Trooper zombie heads and made it into a Clone Trooper zombie apocalypse. These zombie heads just give you a lot of potential fun and ideas, and they're really cheap. I mean, you can get a stack of 5 of these on eBay or other custom sellers and things like that for a few bucks. Really fun item, and I think it helps to make you be more versatile in the LEGO space by just having more options with every Moc you build. The next item that we have on our list is going to be custom LEGO weapons and equipment. This is just something that is going to take your Mocs and your LEGO stop motions to the next level. And it's a really cheap option too in order to reach that next level. Some things, like getting entire clone armies, costs a fortune. However, buying little accessories, just small details like having, actual Star Wars weapons like a DC-15C or a DC-15A can just improve your Moc or stop motion or collection by a whole awful lot. You of course do have your standard LEGO weapons. You got crossbows, you've got, your blasters, you've got this as a shotgun, but suddenly when you take the standard and then you make it into a custom weapon, it's just such a vast improvement, and then you've got the blaster and you turn it into an actual Star Wars blaster. Again, such an unbelievable improvement. And of course, you can buy these from, Brick Arms. Here's a Brick Arms SMLE rifle, or you can go ahead and buy, Clone Army Customs DC-15Cs, but there are cheaper options out there. Each of these is about $1, which is fairly expensive, but if you go on eBay, you can actually find a lot of bulk 3D printed or even plastic printed weapons and accessories for LEGO. You can buy, 10 of these. Actually, I did this with this arm. You can buy 10 of these and you go ahead and get them all for about $2. So these are fairly cheap. And adding these accessories like the Stein helm here can really make your soldiers pop. Now, the next item isn't actually LEGO, but it's a very important part of a LEGO collection, and that is going to be a sorting system. My sorting system is a little bit out of whack because I moved recently. However, back in the day when this glorious beauty was all up and running, this thing made me so efficient. Sorting all of your LEGOs in small little drawers. You can have, for example, droids in here. You can have your troopers in here, although I jam-pack these so they're hard to open, so don't follow my advice here to a T, but having these different little compartments and things like that is just godsend. It makes things so much faster when you're building things. When you need a particular part, say I need some 501st Troopers, boom, I've got some 501st Troopers. I don't have to sort through a bajillion little things before I can find them. And you can go ahead and buy these. This is actually for tools, so normally, you'd have your nails in here, your screws in here, etc., etc. But you can easily transform these into LEGO equipment, and it's not that expensive. $15 for one of these bad boys, and you're gonna save yourself so much time. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and say base plates of all different shapes and sizes. Now, base plates sadly are a little bit expensive, especially if you buy official LEGO ones, but they're so worth the money. The amount of different Mocs and stop motions I've done with this simple road base plate is insane. You can decorate it however you want. There's a million things you can do with a road. Every universe needs it, from World War II all the way up until Star Wars. You need roads. You need roads, people. So having base plates is just so nice, and especially if they're versatile and feature different things. Of course, I have multiple different base plates. I've got this one as well, which is just covered in stuff because I used it to build a mock, but then I have a few blank ones that are right now in storage. But having base plates is so nice, and the fact that I don't have all of my base plates with me right here, right now, is so frustrating because I am always needing them, and you can never neglect your base plates, boys. Having base plates is so nice, and the second you don't have them accessible within an arm's reach, it becomes so frustrating. You can't display your, clone trooper army, you can't build Mocs, things like that. I miss my base plates. For some honorable mentions, I'm going to include a nice ring light, especially if you're taking photos of your Legos. It is so nice and so valuable. As well as a big old bucket. This might sound counterintuitive to the last one, where I said sorting them was all nice and good, but genuinely, in terms of transport, just having a big old bucket to shove them all in and carry away super easily, it's so nice. Not to mention, it's just so satisfying. Final honorable mention is going to be having a variety of small scale vehicles. Having these different vehicles that you can put in Mocs and things like that are pre-built are really nice, as well as pre-built custom things like this platform I used for all different Mocs after doing the Camino platform one. It's just a good little command post thing and stuff like that. Having these basic builds that you can just take off and replace in different Mocs, it's super nice and helpful. And before we get to the final essential item, I'm going to be giving away this strange hodgepodge trooper here. It's got 91st helmet, shock trooper body, and then I don't even know what those legs are, but all you got to do is comment down below your favorite clone trooper commander. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe with notifications on, and I will message the winner in the YouTube comments in about a week. And the final most essential item, in my opinion, for a LEGO collector is going to be Minifigure Variety. Now, of course, it's easy to say, just have a lot of minifigures, but I think the real key to this is having a variety of figures, especially if you're making stop motions. And that's what I primarily focus on, is stop motion creation. That's the most fun I have doing with Legos, besides mock builds, and so that's sort of coming from my perspective. I think having variety instead of, 100 battle droids is much more helpful. So, for example, you can have this World War II private, and you can have 10 of them and, use them shot by shot in a stop motion, or you can have, 3 or 4 of these guys, and then one dies, you pan the camera, and then have another guy walk on the field. It's the same guy who just died. All of a sudden, it looks like you have more minifigures than you do. And if you have enough variety in your collection to go ahead and do this with all the different stop motions and Mocs and things you want to do, you can really make one minifigure go a long way versus having 100 of the same. So I always think variety is nice. I also think in terms of if you're interested in investing in Legos, which is something I'll talk about on this channel in the future, having a variety of different stuff maximizes your basically stock options for Legos. So for example, I have a Lego Captain Rex somewhere around here. I'll use this guy to represent him. I don't know which drawer he's in or if he's in the bucket, but basically I bought a variety of Lego figures, and one of them just happened to be the Lego Captain Rex when he was still like 40 bucks. Actually, he might have been 30 when I bought him. And now he's worth like $60. If I had gone ahead and, bought 10 501st Troopers instead of getting variety of figures, I probably would have missed out on that little investment opportunity. So for investing purposes, getting a variety of different guys will cast a wider net over your potential growth, and then all of a sudden, the figures you do have, could potentially go up a lot larger because it's harder to hit the nail on the head for one figure that's gonna blow up, and if you buy 10 of those figures, that's awesome, but you have a better chance of hitting that one figure that's gonna blow up if you buy a variety of figures, and he's included in that as well. It's just a safer option. It's like mutual funds versus singular stock investing. So those are my 5 essential LEGO items. If you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below what you think is essential to have in your LEGO collection. Also, remember to enter the giveaway. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.